Just as a bit of an introduction and an overview, we are SCB Global. We specialize in optimizing and unlocking existing Microsoft investments. We offer an unparalleled experience within Microsoft Teams, pride ourselves on a customized and simplified approach. And today we're going to look at how to unlock your existing investments with native integration to Microsoft Teams. At present, these are the global POPs that we leverage as part of our Opto for Teams platform. If you have invested in a Teams telephony solution, one of the things that you can leverage as a result of that is the gig ring infrastructure that Microsoft have. All of the POPs that you can see above you are where SCB live. If you have an outage, let's say in London or Frankfurt, you'll pass over to the nearest POP. All these layers of resilience are included for no additional cost, and that's why your investment in your Microsoft Teams platform can be utilized to its full advantage as part of our service. We enhance the experience of Microsoft Teams. This is what we call our onion ring analogy, essentially. Microsoft is at the core of the service that we provide, but we enhance that by adding the layers outside of it, with things like CRM integration. If you're using Microsoft Dynamics, a Salesforce application of some sort, you want to look to have everything with a single pane of glass experience within Microsoft Teams. That's something that we can provide with the additional enhancements that we have. Whether you have an omni-channel contact center requirement and you don't want to look for anything outside of your Teams platform, that's something we can provide, all with native integration. Nothing that we do is outside of the Microsoft stack, and that's just one of our USPs that we have as a company to ensure that you can leverage the best possible return on investment by deploying a Microsoft Teams telephony solution. We can introduce some advanced PBX functionality that maybe Microsoft don't have in their own Teams telephony portfolio. The disaster recovery capabilities, I touched on that previously with the POPs that we live in, but we can offer layers of redundancy outside of that as well. So one of our key enhancements to disaster recovery has been the SBA device to add Teams survivability. If your Teams client goes down, you can still make and receive calls in offline mode. Our global reach and coverage is currently unparalleled within the industry. We support over 181 countries with Teams telephony solutions. The managed service wrapper that we offer around Teams telephony, so for your moves, adds, changes, and deletes. Lots of people struggle when it comes to PowerShell scripting. They may not have the in-house expertise for that. That is something that we cover via our portals and the associated managed service wrapper that we can offer around Microsoft Teams telephony. Fraud detection and prevention. Wangiri frauds are something that are very common in the industry at the moment, causing lots of toll frauds to be experienced by customers. We have tools in place, and we wrap this into our licensing model for no additional charge, along with things like 24/7, 365 support, following the follow the sun strategy. And that's all included within our license cost that you get if you invest in a Teams telephony solution with SCB Global. Advanced reporting and analytics. One of the things we found in terms of the functionality that people are looking for from a Teams telephony solution is the ability to run reports on their peak busy periods. This is leveraging Power BI as well to ensure that if you want to look at how many abandoned calls you've maybe had over the course of a day, that allows you to then respond to that accordingly, whether you need additional resources to be introduced to cover these peak busy periods that you may have. Compliant call recording. A lot of the peak customers that we work with maybe fall under a MiFID II compliance capability, and they have to ensure that whatever recording solution that they use, number one, it's encrypted at the point of recording. You have a full audit trail to see who's been doing what and when they've been doing it. You have the ability to restrict who has access to those recordings. These are some of the compliance areas that we work with our call recording application within Microsoft Teams. And we can integrate with any PBX out there at the moment. So lots of our customers have built up a number of different solutions over a number of years. They have a global presence. One of our biggest enterprise customers that we have at the moment is a global food brand. They also do pet food products, drinks within that as well. As a result of deploying an Opto for Teams telephony solution, they're actually going to realize savings in the tens of millions of dollars as a result of reducing the communication silos that they have, reducing the on-premise infrastructure that they have on site, and going with a single vendor approach. We like to call it a single hand to shake experience. And that allows them to leverage some of these savings. And the way that we look at stuff is via a solution-led approach. Whether you want to go with a crawl, walk, or run strategy around your move to Microsoft Teams. Some of the projects that we work on involve lots of manufacturing environments, which maybe you wouldn't have thought would be a traditional Microsoft Teams opportunity. And that's something that we can assist you with in terms of solution discovery calls to make sure that you're not missing any opportunities that you may have, and you're positioning the right vendor who can supply the capabilities that you're looking for in terms of your Teams telephony solution. All for a single pane of glass experience within Microsoft Teams. We're the only Microsoft Teams partner at the moment that can offer complete native integration hosted in Azure. I'm sure you'll agree that's a very bold statement for us to make. We'd be more than happy to put a bit more of a spotlight on that for you, either via an introduction call after the Commsverse event has finished, or by attending our stand, which is stand number 19. That's essentially it from me. I just wanted to give you a brief overview in terms of our Teams telephony solution. If you'd like to know any more, please visit us at stand number 19, where we'll be more than happy to assist you in any of the queries that you may be working on. Thank you very much for your time.